cracking, guys? Omar Aesop here with the Couch. Couch, how you doing?
I'm doing okay today. How about you?
Jeremy, you mentioned some points to me. I thought they were fantastic. They make a good video on powerlifting, some really big mistakes that you've witnessed, and you've witnessed a lot of people over time, either train, videos, coaching people, the whole spectrum. And you mentioned two things that you noticed. Can we kind of go over them? Like, what was the first point you told me about economy of time or training, you said?
The first point would be economy of their training time. Not being mindful of the clock and how much time they have left to train. You obviously can't be in the gym all day long, so let's say you have 2 hours to train, you don't want to waste that on doing stupid things.
Like bicep curls when you should be doing more squats type of thing, when you say that?
Maybe more like, let's say, lifter A. Let's say 2 lifters, they have a 200-pound bench max.
Okay.
Lifter A goes up to, works up, let's say they hit 150 pounds for a triple, 185 for a single, 200 maybe they get a single. They might do a back off set and then that's it for their bench training for the day.
Right.
Lifter B goes up to 150 pounds and does like 5 sets of 5 with it or 6 sets of 5 with it. Lifter A did hardly anything.
Right.
Whereas Lifter B got, like, how much is that volume? Maybe like 4,000 pounds of volume?
Right, so you're saying Lifter B got more volume with the same amount of time, and that's what you're talking about when you say
that's right. So within, let's say you have an hour, it takes about an hour. Some people take forever to build up to a max.
Right.
And it's a waste of their time.
Yeah, and you were saying, why is that volume important over time, Jeremy, when you say economy of training? What have you found?
The person that does the most work is going to get the strongest.
That makes sense. And that kind of in a way ties in the second point. We'll get to that in a second, but tell me about yourself though. I noticed when you train, like how long do you roughly train? Do you plan it, or it's like it kind of seems like approximately the same time. Like you get in, you get your volume in, and then you're kind of out.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of pre-planned, but it also changes day to day based on how I feel.
Right, yeah.
But it's always mindful of my time and how much work I can put in within the training 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah, you see on the day like how you feel and then you adjust accordingly.
That's right.
And also that kind of gets back to the previous point that you said when you said about Lifter A kind of going for like a max and then 1 back off set, not a lot of volume. Lifter B getting more volume, it goes back kind of what you said before, training largely around the 70 to 85% range, because you said about 150 pounds. Yeah,
let's say, you can get a lot of work in within that range, and that's why I prefer it.
Yeah, and also you mentioned something too before, Jeremy, about quality reps that people don't focus on that enough. We're like Lifter B by doing 150 pounds probably versus say like 190 or like 200. His reps are probably cleaner, right? And he gets that like good technique.
Right, you get many perfect reps in, lots of perfect practice.
Okay, so let's go on now to point number 2 that you told me about why should people, or why should those that want to get stronger not train a failure, and why do you do those AMRAP, as many reps as possible sets thing? Can we talk about that?
The as many reps as possible sets is basically a way to auto-regulate how you are that day. So let's say I do 5 or 6 sets, and on my last set I'll do as many reps as possible. That's to ensure I get enough work in on the muscle. But it's not like I'm not doing as many reps as possible within where I stop, take a break, get another rep, maybe stop, take a break, and get another little grinder out. I treat it as I do as many reps as possible while keeping the same speed as every other rep.
So Jeremy, explain again then why when you do these AMRAPs, why you stop a couple reps short of failure, and you really stop when speed slows down. You can still do a couple more reps, but you stop before that happens. Why?
Right, well when speed slows down and I don't want to do a slow rep, fatigue accumulates and I don't want to practice imperfectly.
Yeah, you said that actually was a previous video, we'll link it below, about the need for, once again, good quality reps, like accumulating a lot of high quality reps.
Right, there's no point in practicing imperfectly. I compete, I don't care how slow the bar goes, because I've done so many perfect reps that it should go perfectly every time.
So Jeremy, the 2 big mistakes you're saying is that people should focus more on economy of training.
Right, you only have so much time in the gym, spend it on things that are going to get you stronger, and cram as much work as possible into that training hour, 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah, and you were saying how AMRAP sets are good ways to measure progress, but you shouldn't go to failure, right? It's speed failure.
Right, go to speed failure.
Right.
When the reps slow down, stop.
Okay. Perfect. Jeremy, thank you so much, Couch, for being on. Couch, where can people follow you? Because they want more Couch.
You can follow me on Instagram at Jeremy Hamilton's Wife.
Perfect. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, make sure to
like the video.
Like the damn video, and we'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace!